It's narrated similar things from many of the great Imams of Islam, that they said, مَا عُبِدَ اللَّهُ بِمِثْلِ الْخَوْفِ. Nobody ever worshipped Allah with anything as good as fear. So the thing is that when you know the reality of your nafs, you realize the reality of fear, what it is to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like Ibn al-Qayyim said, when you compare the blessings Allah has given you and you compare how your nafs has taken those blessings, you realize that Allah is your true Lord and you are truly His slave, and that whatever He does to you will be just. And that comes from what? Knowing Allah's names and attributes and knowing the state of yourself. As for a person who falls short in those two things, they make the hisab difficult for themselves. They make the qiyamah and standing before Allah Azza wa Jal and the hisab, they make it a difficult hisab. We spoke about this in Surah Al-Mutaffifin. The hisab, which is hisaba yasira, an easy hisab, the presentation of the deeds, without being asked about every individual issue. So when a person knows Allah's names and attributes, they fear the maqam of Allah. They fear Allah's status and they fear standing in front of Allah Azza wa Jal. And then when a person knows themselves and what they have done and how short they have fallen as it relates to Allah's rights, they fear Allah more and they try harder and they turn back to Allah more and they ask Allah's forgiveness. If somebody doesn't know Allah's names and attributes and they see the state of themselves, what might they happen? They fall into despair. They say, I'm not going to be forgiven because I am a person who has just done everything wrong. I don't see any hope for myself. And as for the person who doesn't know themselves, then this person may find themselves preoccupied with hope. They have too much hope because they say Allah is Kareem and Ghafoor and Rahim and, I'm not that bad. But the one who knows Allah's names and attributes and knows themselves and blames themselves for how much they have fallen short with the rights of Allah, that person should be in a state of fear. And that means their ibadah should be better and they should turn back to Allah and they should be stronger in taking themselves to account. And there are all kinds of statements like this. There are all kinds of statements, and from particularly Al-Hasan Al-Basri and others, they had statements like this. If a person is not harsh upon themselves, and if a person is not harsh upon themselves now, they will find Al-Qiyamah to be harsh and hard upon them. And it's narrated, for example, that Al-Hasan Al-Basri rahimahullah ta'ala, he said, Al-mu'minu qawwamun ala nafsihi yuhasibuha lillah. وإنما خف الحساب على قوم حاسبوا أنفسهم في الدنيا وإنما شق الحساب يوم القيامة على قوم أخذوا هذا الأمر من غير محاسبة. He said, the people that the account is made easy for are those people who were harsh on themselves in accounting for themselves in this dunya. But the people who never took themselves to account in this dunya, or they were easy on themselves, they just let it go, those people, their account will be hard in the akhirah. And that means that there has to be one time your account is hard. If you wish, you make it hard for yourself now so it will be easy for yourself then. Or you make it easy for yourself now and the fear is that it will be hard for you. It will be hard for you then. So all of these are within what we've been talking about in this ayah. And you can find these statements mentioned in two places. You can find them mentioned in the ayah, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا اتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَلْتَنْظُرْ نَفْسٌ مَا قَدَّمَتْ لِغَدٍ. And you can find them in this ayah here, the tafsir of وَلَا أُقْسِمُ بِالنَّفْسِ اللَّوَّامَةِ. So we took from this the connection between النفس اللوامة and يوم القيامة.